Well, I grew up in Singapore, which has for a long time been multi-ethnic, multicultural, and so I was always aware of different cultural groups, different belief systems. I think other societies aren't necessarily as heterogeneous. A lot of societies tend to be homogeneous, and they have more difficulty understanding how other groups function or what their values are. The image that I made is really about Otzi, who is a mummy found up in the Otzil Alps between Austria and Italy. And his mummy is 5,300 years old. So we don't really know a great deal about his belief system, what he thought, how he lived. But I was interested in him as a human entity, and the idea that his existence predates most contemporary religions. The title of the work is Otherness, and it's about the other and how we as individuals formulate our identity. And in so doing, we tend to formulate a concept of the other, someone who's not us, someone who's different from us. And we tend to aggregate in sort of a tribal fashion. I think that's a very human tendency to say, well, I am me, you are you. Those who are like me are my tribe. Those who are like you, the other, they're not my tribe. We can separate ourselves, we can distinguish ourselves. So it was all about that process, really, how we think about being other, how we think about otherness. Otzi, who is perhaps seeking himself or seeking his identity, and the repetition of his image is really about that multiplicity of our identity, how we become from I to us to the tribe, and then separating from the other tribes, the other people. If we're trying to work towards harmony, as opposed to fighting over resources or beliefs, we've got to look more at what unites us, what we have in common, rather than those tribal distinctions. So I suppose this exhibition might bring people of all walks of life and different backgrounds and faith systems together to maybe compare and contrast what they know about one another, maybe spark some curiosity towards other groups, and maybe diminish the amount of prejudice and discrimination between ethnic or cultural or faith groups that really arise from ignorance and prejudice and bigotry. That's my hope, that people be curious and interested in finding out about one another.